Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Twist. 80 weapon. Go. Step.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Check. You draw Corker.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
General West.
You don't want it. Check 99.
What? Squeeze. No. Speed grip.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Undercrush. Two-jet bombers. Shoot.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 54.
2nd and 11. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Alpha. Right there, go. Right there, 54 Mike. So don't say nothing. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go. Five. Here we go. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 55.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
First down, Green Bay. Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Topper. No. Look at me. Go. Crunch. Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught here by Adams. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double. Team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Let's go. 91. Switch up. Hey, switch gears. Put up. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
53. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Dude.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling them for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-4.
X3, 218, chopper. Go. Snap.
Second and 3. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, 47.
Check 37. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
10-2 stop.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Recon, 132 fighter. There you go.
Slam, slam, slam.
There you go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
2nd and 5. And that's complete to Adams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, Mike 50, what's up? Mike 50.
Prescott to throw it. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go right in.
Zoom, zoom.
Under.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, baby.
Hey, kill! 26.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll throw again. Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
47 to Mike. We're going to 53.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the twist.
Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
10 logo. I'm going to run you over. Smooth.
Mike 55.
Come.
Come, baby.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A second down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
47's the mic, folks.
Here we go, 47.
Skip this. Hey, check like 47. Tighten up. Pull it together.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on second and long. Prescott letting one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, Foxtrot. Clear.
Watching you drive. I know he ain't got it.
There.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll try the right side with Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. There the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
We got this. We're going to 53. We're going 46, 46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Safety's creeping.
On first down, Jones. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Packers take over.
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen. Blue jaw Corker. Screen. Watch the screen.
Check nickel.
Go.
Let's go right here. Right there. 54. Right there.
5.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set. 10-2 stop.
3 bucks. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Bravo. Leo.
Kill.
Get up.
Kill.
Ready.
After the penalty, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
8 read.
Let's go, D.
General West.
It's going to be a long day. Check 3.
Second and 13. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 47. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. Open man is Higgins. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Prescott on first down. He's going to wind up and air it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things. Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Expected for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 32-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Two-jet bombers. Hey, wahoo!
53, Mike.
Go.
Second down and inches. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
Topper. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Don't be mad.
It's now second and 6 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
That's the way.
There you go.
Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On the delay, Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On second down, Prescott again. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
X3, 218, chop.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 52. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 3. Check 43.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 1. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Banjo. 47 Mike. 26.
Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, echo. Hey, stand up. And shoot.
Again, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Check right. Watch it, go. 555. Yo.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come.
55.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Watch a slap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Greystone travel.
55, my God, 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Check 4. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away.
On the double.
Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
61, matchbox light. Get it.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, high 7.
55.
Here. You're out.
Watch out.
Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
10 Lobo.
Check 55, Mike.
Now.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Ready up.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Go.
55.
Any weapon.
55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Cut.
Let's get off the field.
Defense.
Back to throw here. Open man is Allison, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Jones, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Baby, all day, baby. Joker. Check 31.
Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Watch the
They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there. Tackles. 47 on it. 47. Check.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Watch out. Tight end right. We got three, fellas. We got three. 50's the mic.
Hey, 47.
Watch the run.
Hustle. Mike's 50.
Come on. Mike 50.
Then we're going to 53.
Check.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little